How's it going, everyone? Mike Anderson here, doing another fly tying tutorial for you. This is the Carotene. This is a fly that we've sold at the shop for probably about 5 or 6 years now. Definitely my favorite fly, bar none. I've fished this all over the West. It's my go-to fly on the truckee when things are getting slow, or just in general. It's always a fly that I have anywhere from a size 18 up to a 12, and I'm going to show you how I tie it today. So we're going to start off with a Firehole 633. I'm tying this in a size 12 so it's easier for you guys to see. Like I said, I tie this all the way down to an 18. Nothing changes really on the recipe, but it is a solid fly. And then I'm going to do 8 wraps, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, of 015 lead. The bead I have on here is a 3.5 millimeter plummeting tungsten bead. You can go up-sized to a 4.0, and you can also tie this on a jig hook. I typically don't tie too many flies on jigs anymore, though this fly is super effective with a jig or without. But when you upside the bead, the jig flies really do better with an upsized bead. A normal shanked hook can look a little funny if you go up to that 4.0 for this 12. So I keep it at the 3.5 and then add a little bit of lead. All right, so the tail, just like most European style flies, is Coq de Leon. This is the medium Pardo. I don't think that matters too much. Tie that in right on top. Couple wraps back if I don't like my length. This is where I'll kind of give it a little pull. Not too bad. All right, so the rib is Glow Bright. This is the fluorescent orange Glow Bright. And one thing I like to do, because Glow Bright is a flat thread, I like to take a little bit of Swax first and kind of give it a quick coating in either direction. And that'll allow the Glow Bright to stay flat but not fray and come apart. Okay. It does get a little sticky, a little hard to manipulate. Tie that in right behind my lead. That way I'm preserving a nice taper on this fly. So the body is really any kind of a spiky dub. The ones that we sell at the shop and the one I'm going to tie today, we're going to tie with just a regular natural gray hare's ear. I do like doing even like the SLF in, I believe this is crawfish sandy gray. A little bit of sparkle in there. Pretty much whatever dubbing you like. It doesn't matter too much. You just want to make sure that it's nice and spiky. Has a lot of those guard hairs in there. And that's going to give you a really buggy look to your fly. Alright, so when you're dubbing, you're going to take small amounts to start. Just barely grabbing any dub in there, especially when you're starting your noodle. You can get progressively thicker as you work back as well. But I want a pretty thin noodle. That's going to be about 3 to 4 inches long. You can use really any color thread too. I'm using the orange just because I have a lot of it. Black, red, it doesn't matter. You'll notice you're not going to see any of this thread. So I'm just going to dub that up, try and make as nice of a taper as I can on the way. And I want my dubbing to be pretty tight, because as I go and segment with my Glow Bright, I don't want that sinking into the dubbing, which will happen if you kind of loosely dub the loop, excuse me. But I want a pretty stiff dubbing That way you can really see the segmentation on that orange there. The collar is just hairy black eye stub. I guess it's hairy eye stub. A little bit of ice, a little bit of hair. We do not need a ton because of that lead and from bringing that hair all the way forward. We're not filling too much of a gap here, but I do want a pretty distinct collar. And as you fish this, that collar is going to start to kind of unravel, and it can create almost like a soft hackle look. Whip finish. That is it, my friends. Carotene, like I said, probably my favorite fly to fish. Anywhere, I have them anywhere from an 18 to up to a 12. We do sell these at the Reno Fly Shop, and they are online. So thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Go out there and catch some fish with this fly.